Rover Sd1 Rescue Part 2.
Hello, welcome back to the adventure. It's the next day. I've now got a bit of daylight left to have a look around the car after collecting it last night, because it started pouring down as soon as I got it here. So yeah, let's have a little look around then, see what we've got. There she is. It is looking a bit sorry for itself. I can only open one door at the minute because I haven't got the key yet. I'm collecting that at the weekend for the chap when he's down. The interior has been painted in a white paint of some description at some point in its life. The whole dashboard, the door cards, everything. The headlining is shocking, as you'd expect. The floor is that rotten that when I jacked it up, the jack did go up through the floor. It is like paper mache underneath. I mean, there's lots of good bits in here though. I've basically bought the entire car for that steering wheel because I just seem to not be able to find one anywhere. So if you can't buy the steering wheel, next best thing, buy the entire car. There's a few other bits that are pretty good, like I want the surround for my manual gearbox on my AE2, and there's a whole load of bits in the back. Lots of old stuff. Everything's pretty much disintegrated in here. It's got a little fiberglass arch spats on there. Fiberglass rear spoiler, so it's not a rubber one. I've no idea what car this is. It's a real mystery, and there's lots of parts of the car that seem to be silver. Inside under here, that there actually says 2 SD1S followed by a number. I'm not sure what that means, but that under there is all silver, and there's lots of bits inside the car that look silver. The paint job of the blue is terrible in places. There's some places where I think, yeah, it looks factory. Other places I think, not sure. That under there is silver under all the paint. ROE976Y. What is it? How early a car is it? What model car is it? We don't yet know. And I was even more shocked when I finally opened the bonnet. Here we go, got my trusty pole. When I bought this, I was under the understanding that it is possibly a turbocharged, maybe a Jan speed Rover V8 in bits. Most of it was in the back of the car. Now, when I open the bonnet, there we go. Ready? It's got a 3.5 litre twin SUs on it, and it's complete. So I'm not sure what I've got here now. I don't know. It doesn't look like the turbo kit has ever been fitted to the car, but then it's been stood for 30 years. So this could be, I don't know, was the turbo kit on there? Has it been taken off to try and get it running and put it back on SUs? I don't know, but it looks so original in there. But there's some weird stuff. You know, we've got electric fan been fitted on the front here. It's also got a remote oil cooler fitted on the front of the car. We have got a boost gauge on the dashboard on that side of the vehicle, inside the car. But it just doesn't add up. I'm sort of a bit baffled. I've got pretty much the entire complete Jan speed turbo kit was in the back of the car in really good condition, bar the turbos, which are in bits. I've got the front housings in a box, but the exhaust housings are missing. Now I'm guessing they're possibly in the chap's shed or garage. I'm hoping I'll be able to get them and find them. I'm going to speak to Dave at the weekend, go get the keys and see if we can have a rummage maybe, and or maybe you can have a rummage and see if he's got them in the house, because then I've got pretty much the complete kit. I'm probably not going to use it on anything, but I've got the whole thing there if it's you know, any of use to anybody else, which I'm sure it probably will be. There we go, let's prop that in there. Let's have a look around. The engine number, or the chassis number, is pretty deteriorated, which is a bit of a bummer. But it's crusty. It might clean up. I can just about vaguely make some numbers out on it. But again, there's a lot of silver paint underneath the blue. Was this car originally silver? The inner wings, however, look blue, but there is a lot of silver. I can't tell if this car's ever had the turbo kit fitted or not. It doesn't look like it has. I'm wondering whether he maybe bought the turbo kit to put on the car and never got around to doing it. I don't know. But then there's bits on the car that make you think, why has he got a remote water cooler? Why has he got a boost gauge? There's some bits and pieces over in the corner there which don't look original. It's a tricky one. I'd quite like to find out the history behind it though, so I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of it. But there you go. It's not looking like a Vitesse at the minute. However, has that SU system been fitted? I don't know. We need to find some numbers, find some engine numbers, see if they match to the chassis, and go from there. Right, so it's still a mystery. Is it a Vitesse? Is it a 3.5 SE? I don't know what it is. Until we start digging on numbers, I'm not sure now, but I'm really confused, considering it's not got the turbo kit and it's got a twin SU set up in there that doesn't look like it's ever been fiddled with. There's some really interesting, mind-boggling, should I say, things about the car, and I'm sure it can tell many a story, but none of it really sort of adds up at the moment. We shall find out. Stay tuned.